Not everyone is always going to show you the same love in return. Not everyone's always going to show you the same respect in return, or even the same decency or common courtesy. Harsh realities of life, but that's how it is. That's what we have to work with. And that's okay. But what I would like to speak to this is, do not allow that to come in, that energy to come in and compromise. We shouldn't allow that energy to come in and compromise our conduct. And what I mean by that is, if we're experiencing this along the way, we shouldn't allow that to then be changing our energy, you know? Turning us into individuals that then show less respect, show less love, show less decency, show less courtesy along the way, you know? Because the way that we conduct ourselves, if we're conducting ourselves with love, with courtesy, with decency, we're going to feel good as a result of that. But if we then begin to merge with lesser energies, lower vibrational energies, it's largely ourselves that will be spiting along the way. So I know often people speak of matching energies, you know, that concept needs to be taken with some discernment. Yes, we can step away from certain interactions, certain relationships, yeah, whether that be personal or otherwise. We can step away from things, but we shouldn't be, I don't believe we should be changing and lowering our own energy. So, yeah, man, if you're someone who is high in compassion, high in empathy, operating out of love energy, don't allow the world to switch you up, to change you. Stay yourself, because our own individual personalities, our own individual differences, that really is our biggest currency in this life, is being different from the next person. There are certain things that you can do and express differently to others which no one else can do quite like you. And in that regard, you are extremely, extremely powerful when you operate as being yourself. If we start to dip down into lower levels of frequency, then that's what we're going to be carrying around, you know. If you're operating out of less love, you're going to be feeling less love. If you're operating out of less decency, you're going to be feeling less decency, whether that's consciously or unconsciously. That's what you're going to be embodying. So embody that which you feel is right and proper, you know. So that's the message, short, sharp today, is stay true to self along the way. And if that's high vibration, keep it up there. If you aspire to conducting in a higher frequency, out of more love, out of more compassion, courtesy, then by all means, level up or progress, shall we say, progress further, as many of us do along the journey, because it's always a learning, but life should always be a progression. Yeah, nothing's the same forever, and all of the possessions that we have here, you know, eventually we will not have. Yeah. But one thing is our energy, love energy. We come to this life with love. When we leave, we're going to be leaving with love. So maintain that. As souls on the journey, maintain that, nurture that. Don't get too caught up in the distraction, too caught up in the back and forth, the bickering, etc. A lot of the time, the more that you help people along the way, you may find that it feels like it's backfiring, like you're helping people more or showing more compassion to people, and rather than that being appreciated, you may find, particularly if you're high in empathy, that then is, you feel that that's being taken for granted, you know, or people are not appreciating it perhaps in the same way that you would. But everyone's on their own different journey, everyone's at a different stage. So hold your stage, stay true to yourself. I'm wishing you a highly, highly blessed day. Checking in again soon. Peace, love, prosperity.